Yo, 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 what's up? We're back for another episode of Lizard Lounge Lore. Hosting today, Nanotech Rex, that's me. Got my co-hosty over here, Mr. Geno-san. Joining me for another weekly Wednesday app.
Yeah.
Geno, what's going on, man? What you got for me?
I think I have a new addiction. Not even a new addiction. I got an addiction. I got a problem.
Got an addiction?
I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but this is probably like this is another new hoodie that I have.
I was looking at it and I was like, I haven't seen this one before.
Yeah, I swear to God, I can't stop buying them. Like, they're just pretty fucking awesome, bro. And I'm like, dude,
that's crazy.
Like, I love the color, like the way the freaking the lace thing is. It's like white. You probably can't see it. You probably still can't see it. It's just like it has the color inside of it. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, nice. That's definitely one addiction. And I guess I also have a kind of a big. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I think I'm gonna try to make this happen. Big kind of revelation thing I talked to you a little bit about. You don't even really know. I just told you I was gonna bring this up during the podcast, but I think by the time I turn 35, I want to try to be out of the country. I think I might actually actively start trying to figure out how to get out of the country. So nice. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I think I have no idea where. I'm going to start doing a lot of research, but I figured a year or two is not enough time. Like, I think if I could give myself 3 years, I'm 32 right now. So if I can give myself like 3 years, by the time I turn 35, I'm going to start looking. I mean, obviously things can change and shit will happen, but I think I might try to get out of the country by the time I turn 35. So
where are you going to go? Where are you going to plan that in the next 3 years?
Yeah, I have to plan it out. I need to start looking where's actually like a legit good location to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, there's so many different places out there that, you know, it's kind of at this point, what's going to work best. I'm going to start looking at different like work from abroad programs that let you get into a job that will get you into the other place, pays for boarding and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to see what's out there.
Yeah.
But I think I just need to kind of move away and start fresh and start, I don't know, just my life is still not where I want it, and I don't know what I really want out of it. I enjoy the things I do, I really enjoy the things I do with you here doing like the podcast and shit, and obviously that's never going to stop because that's just a passion that I have, so that'll always be a thing. But I think I need to figure out other things that I want in life. And I don't really know what that is. And I think maybe a huge change will kind of like change things up for me enough to where, you know, or shake things up enough to where, I don't know. Maybe I should have given you a little bit of heads up on this because this is kind of a big thing. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I've been thinking about that a lot. And I think I'm going to try to make that a goal, is moving out of the country by the time I'm 35. So I'm not going to say it's going to happen. But I think it's something I want to actively work towards. And I feel like it's something I need to do. I don't know why.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Well, we'll see in 3 years where you're at with this, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, that'd be crazy if you actually do leave Are you talking about like permanently or like just for a while?
I mean, if a while happens, so be it. Then it'll be a while, but I would hope to make it permanent. So, like, imagine you got to come visit me, bro. Like, I'm in a different country. Like, you're going to have to come and I'm going to show you all this crazy shit. It could be Korea. It could be Japan. It could be fucking Germany. Like, it could be anywhere, dude. You know, there's all kinds of places. So,
I mean, yeah, wherever you end up, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a trip out there.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I'm going to make you make that trip. I'll obviously help you with the expenses and shit because traveling is not cheap by any means, but I don't know, and I've always thought about, like, dude, is this country, I love this country, you know, there's a lot of great things about it, but, I mean, if I'm being honest, it's corrupt to shit, and I just feel like I need to get out now before.
No, I mean, we talk about it constantly,
go really downhill, like, yeah. If you could ever move out of country, and say you had free reign to move out of the country, any place that you want, like, would you take that opportunity, or think you'd stay here?
Oh, if I had the opportunity, yeah, I think I'd go.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go somewhere permanently, but I think I'd go live somewhere else for a couple of years.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I think I'm going to try. So, yeah, it'd be crazy. Imagine it happens, dude. It'd be wild. Getting like finding a place that's like, yeah, we'll pay for you to come over here. We'll take care of your boarding for right now. Like, don't worry about that shit. Like, I'll just have to tell Dylan, hey, you're gonna have to hold down the fort by yourself here until I can figure a way to get your ass over here. We'll see. It's a goal I'm gonna set up, but I'm gonna look around and see what's even possible. So, yeah, just start fresh, dude. Start a whole new. I'm gonna start a whole new generation of Ortegas somewhere else in a whole different country. Like, I'm just kidding. I probably won't even have kids. Like, ever. So
I mean, you'd also have to get like married and like, have the chick take your name and everything too.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen
either. Are those customs the same in like, I don't know, like say Japan?
Some girls Korea? Like, she's like, yeah. Some girls like, hey, you want to marry me to get like citizenship here? It's like, let's sign me up, like.
That'd be an interesting lifestyle.
Yeah, and then we actually, and then we actually fall in love and become like a couple. And be like, I never would have thought. Oh yes.
Not in my lifetime would I thought.
That's just the romantic in me talking. I'm trying to fucking move on to a different country and get swooped up by some girl and say, hey, what's up?
The reality is you're gonna get jumped by a couple of men and get jacked and robbed because
end up in jail forever and I can't do anything about it because I'm just a fucking foreigner in another country.
Wouldn't that suck, dude?
Yeah. I was literally talking to my brother about this today too because I was like telling him about it. I was like, dude, that'd probably be the worst of the worst. Is like if you end up going to jail in another country, like especially as a foreigner and you don't have your citizenship yet. I think even if you do have your citizenship, it's still like it's pretty fucking hard to like get out of that. Like how do you? I don't even know where to start.
Or also like, what if you get like into like I don't know, financial like situations where you can't get yourself out of it, and then like there's no one around to like come help, like
the fucking government,
your parents.
Yeah,
it's just you out there,
That's where you gotta learn, man. It's funny. I thought you were gonna say like, what if you wind up like being part of like a gang or some shit like that? Like you get like initiated in.
Like what if that's what you're doing just to survive, bro?
I'm gonna become a guerrilla warfare fighter and shit in another country.
I guess depend where you go. Like I don't know.
I'm like sending you like videos and like Snapchats, and I'm like, I'm putting this Snapchat plus subscription to work right now, motherfucker. Look at all these bullets and shit flying by my head. I'm in the fucking warfare. Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Man, you seen the video of that one guy getting chased by a cannibal?
Oh, I don't think
like
that's
running through the
not real, dude.
Maybe, but it looked like he was running.
There's multiple videos of the same dude, like the same exact situation. Like it's the same guy, but it's like he's like my second day on the way to work. Like, oh look, here's another cannibal. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I guess it could be real, but bro, he has like multiple videos of that, so I feel like that's
does he? Okay,
I feel like at this
I just watched the one video.
Oh, okay.
And I see them like.
Nah, I think he has like multiple
running
versions.
down like a trail, and then you just see this guy pop out of the trees. He starts chasing after him, and they're both just hauling ass.
No, what I thought was crazy.
If that's fake, that's still just funny as shit.
What I thought was crazy was the stabilization of him like holding the bow while he was running. I was like, bro, that thing is so stable. It's like
that's what I'm saying. The whole visualization of him running and
that shit was not moving.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah. Fake or real? Like that's
it
fucking funny, dude.
Yeah. All right, well that's all I have for Rabble D Babble D. What you got today, sir?
Rabble D Babble D. What did I have?
I know you got some topics. That little guy. Don't worry about that little guy.
You're hitting me with some big fish over here.
Don't. You got to start off big. So that way, get it all out there.
I don't know. I just took the screenshot of a tweet I saw, and it just read, "I accidentally sent you $5,000. Can you send it back?"
I saw that tweet too.
And I was like, dude.
I don't know anybody who would ever send me that message.
$5,000 to anybody. I guess like
if it was you, I'd be like, got you, dog. Don't even sweat. Like,
right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I was like, I mean, I guess if like you're
even if this was like some kind of shifty stuff,
somebody money
to like get rid of money or move money around, I got you, dog. We'll do illegal shit. I got you.
Sure. Yeah.
No. Yes.
But like, dude, like you're just not getting this money back. Like you sent $5,000 to the wrong account. Like
Yeah, if
it's
my
over.
bank was like, we accidentally deposited 5,000, I'm like, sounds like a you problem.
I'm withdrawing.
Like,
Yeah, I'm withdrawing that shit and
immediately
maybe even closing that account.
100%.
Like,
I'm opening up a new bank account. Like,
hey, it's been fun, but something just happened.
those fees, they too crazy, bro. I gotta go. Peace.
No more fees for me.
No more fees for me.
So I don't know. I just thought that was a fun little text we could go over real quick.
Yeah.
Like sending somebody
like,
$5,000.
For one, I don't know anybody that even has that kind of money to be like, hey, I accidentally sent you $5,000. Like, what the fuck you mean you accidentally sent me Who just has $5,000 lying around to accidentally send? Like, how many?
Just imagine just like it's like, all right, did you get it, bro? It's like, what you mean? It's like, yeah, I sent it already. It's like, no, I haven't gotten anything. It's like, bro, I sent it. It says you received it already. And then you like look down and it's like maybe like one letter like, you know, rearranged or something. And like, you're like, wait a minute. It's like, dude, that's not you. And he's like, bro, that's not me, dude.
Dude. Nightmare drug deal. Like, you just try to pick up.
Nightmare drug deal for real.
You just try to pick up, and then all of a sudden the guy's like,
and that's your plug, maybe?
Yeah, that's your plug. Like, you sent him the money. You just got this shit.
Bro, I don't have another $5,000 on me. What are we about to do?
You know what we about to do, right? Like, oh,
that shit's fucked.
Oh, I got
yo, chill. In other news, Dak Prescott, Cowboys quarterback, he had his kid, so I wanted to say congratulations, Dak.
If it would have
congrats, Dak. We
love
you, man.
I'm living in a nightmare. Still.
Yeah, congratulations, sir.
Good on you, Dak. Good on you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think he had a little boy.
Nice. You think that's where his focus was during the playoffs?
I think some of it, yeah.
Okay, like I don't know what I was trying to get out of that, but like that was like I would have said fuck the playoffs. Like I'm thinking about my kid, my wife, my kid.
Just like, man, my wife's pregnant, man. She may have a kid any time.
I can't get her too excited. I can't get her too excited in the stands, bro. She can have the kid right now.
Yeah, honestly, essentially, basically, like when they were playing in the first game in January.
I don't know. Maybe. Nah.
When was playoffs?
Yeah, it had to be January. No, January. Well, yeah, I don't know exactly, but yeah.
And I think he had the kid a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So it was still February. So, like, yeah, you're right. I think he could have had a kid any moment. Or he felt he probably could have had a kid any moment.
Hey.
I think so.
Geno's conspiracy corner. Dak threw the game because he didn't want his wife to get too excited and have the baby early. Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Dude, if he would have kept winning.
Like, imagine, like...
He may have missed the birth of his child, honestly.
Nah, there's no. Do you actually? I feel like.
Nah, I don't think that game was Dak's fault.
Nah.
Maybe like aside from the 2 picks he threw. All right. Fine. But I think like if they would have like played.
Besides the 2 picks they threw, like.
Man, chill. That's just normal. Picks are part of the game, but like.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. I mean, I'd say he had like maybe 40% of like the loss, you know.
Geno's conspiracy corner is back, baby. Look at that. We got everybody pondering.
What conspiracy?
What do you mean? What conspiracy? He threw the game on purpose so that way he could not miss his child's birth. And or he wouldn't get his wife too excited and have the baby early. I don't know, like watching out for her. Like, no, what if she gets super excited because I throw a touchdown?
I think you're pushing that one.
The
first one's fine. The
first one all out.
His wife excited.
He doesn't give a fuck about her.
How do you think is that? Like, who gets excited about a football game and has a fucking baby?
Who knows? What if she was like a diehard Cowboys fan her whole life, and then she was like, this was her dream her whole life.
They're gonna call that motherfucker Arnold, dude. And then just to top off my last notes, it was that new segment I was telling you about. I call it homework. We can dive into it a
Okay,
little bit
yeah.
later, but
Oh, I was ready now. I was like, let's do this.
let me see if I can retap into the thought process I had when I wrote this down. Essentially assignments for next podcasts.
Oh shit,
Maybe
it's
we
legit
ask.
homework.
Maybe we ask a
I'm rescinding
question.
my energy that I was putting up and giving to you. I don't like homework. I'm just kidding.
Chill. Mans don't like work.
Just half
Homework.
effort.
We go over. What was I thinking? I don't know, like a question or something.
Oh, like we talk about a certain subject and you're like, yo, or a certain we bring up a certain subject and we're like, let's think about it for a week and then talk about it the next time around. Like
And then you
in-depth
come back
conversation, analysis and stuff like that.
and what you find out about it, give me a report, homework. And we can dive deeper into the whole thing, but a little segment we want to bring to you guys, a little more on that.
That's a little teaser right there for you.
Little teaser for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my
If you
notes
got
right now
questions
Rabble D
for
Babble
us
D.
to ask and that you want us to ponder about and give us homework to think about for a week, let us know in the comments down below too. Because shit, you never know. You guys can also come up with some pretty crazy shit to let us know what the hell we, talk about. So
Yeah.
sorry, just throwing that out there.
Don't throw it out there, man. Throw it out there. And I guess I do have something. I didn't write this down because it was kind of popping off last night.
Okay.
And you probably saw it on Twitter. It was all over the place. But are you aware of who Ryan Garcia is?
No, and I haven't been on Twitter either. What's going on?
Gotcha. Ryan Garcia. He's a boxer. He's pretty famous.
I think I've seen this on TikTok. I haven't been on Twitter, but
You've
I've been
seen
on
him, bro.
TikTok.
It's been all over the place.
Because
It's
he's
been
been
all over
talking.
the
It's like
place.
this whole conspiracy thing about like. Go on. I think I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. No, you're on the right track. But no, yeah, he's a boxer. He's been pretty mainstream lately because of how well he's boxed and the champions he's won, and all that good stuff. But more recently, he was on. I don't know if it was. I think it was a Discord call with Andrew Tate and along with other couple of listeners. And dude, he was just going off on about how Hollywood elites or people in an elite type of status, like, held this guy down and made him watch like kids get like, raped, and then like he was, sexually assaulted by these men, and at 2 years old, he says,
At 2?
and he's saying that he has, that's what he's saying, and that he has proof for all of this, and barrage of tweets talking about, hey, if I'm dead, it wasn't me, and they're gonna kill me on this, and that, and yeah, I've just been thinking about it all day yesterday and basically all day today, and bro, more and more shit's coming out about how disgusting the Hollywood elites are, and it's getting crazy, dude.
You know those like visualizations of like the iceberg, like here's like the top of the iceberg and then here's like the fucking rest of it. Like honestly, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like just even the Hollywood like shit that goes on, that's still like
Yeah,
in the center, maybe
we're
top
still
of
scratching
the
the surface,
dude,
right?
barely. Like there's
Yeah,
so much
that's the
shit.
sad part, really.
Literally, dude. I mean, that just if I could leave the fucking planet, I would, bro. Like, it's just I don't. I feel.
It's like, what do we do, bro? Like, we know these things are going down, and
I feel like corruption's gotten so
and
deep
they're
and
just getting
embedded
away
that,
with
yeah, you
it,
just there's
you
nothing
know?
what can you do at this point because they I don't even, I'm scared to even talk about this shit, bro. Like they control like everything. You could
They
literally
can't kill
everything.
all of us, man.
No,
And
but
like
obviously, but
what I think is so sick too is that like they've got people protecting them that may not even know or understand what they're protecting, and like
or just
it just takes a matter of
willingly
like,
like blindly,
yeah,
bro.
like,
Well, blindly, but also like they're not. Yeah, like you said, they're just not realizing. They're just like, oh, I think I'm doing this for the good of whatever, and then it's like, dude, you don't have no idea what you're
and
doing.
like, and that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, there's so much truth going around for us, for it for us to not be reacting and for us to just kind of passively be taking it all in and letting it all continue. Because, man, we've kind of seen things, been popping up lately and, like, I don't know, substantial proof coming out that, there's people in power that are getting away with things and they're just getting away with it because they have the money to do it. And they're not being held accountable and, like, I don't know, man.
We
It's
need to
it's it's
legit
kind of
be more
it's,
like
it's crazy,
France,
dude.
bro. We need to fucking like get in opposition, go in and say, no, motherfuckers, we're not gonna take this shit no more. Like we're done. Like they started doing all kinds of shit just because they were like, yo, we're raising the fucking retirement age, and they're like, the fuck you are, motherfuckers. Like we need to follow suit, and
Yeah.
that's just that little piece. Like I'm not. That's even like you said. I mean, there's so much
This
more
is I
deeper,
feel like this
darker,
is
crazier
different
shit that go
because
on.
like I feel like
This is almost
this is a
world.
very it's
This
a very
is
dark human nature part of how we've developed our country, and there's people outside of the Hollywood circle that are also involved that would also like suffer in consequence if the Hollywood circle would fall. It's almost like your Hollywood circle is your base, right? And they're like the connection to like all these other, you know, political levels, and like that almost like would run our country. And like if they get exposed and then they start getting exposed, and like we've come to find out there's like trafficking happening at a high level from the government level, dude. But we learn these truths and then like nothing really happens from it. Like,
I mean, we learned the same shit about like the whole drug thing back in the day with the CIA. Like people talking about, oh, these other people are the ones bringing in the drugs to the country. It's like, no, dude, the CIA and the FBI were the ones purposely bringing in these drugs to spread them into fucking lower income neighborhoods. Like it's not, and people know it's like a known fact now. But it's like nothing was
yeah,
ever done about it. Nothing's still not being done about it. Like I'm sure shit like that still goes on. And it's to your point, like people will find out about it, but nothing's gonna change because they figured out a way to just keep people
that's what I'm saying,
moving.
dude.
Like,
Drugs is one thing, but
well, I'm
like
just using that
humans,
as an
you know what I
example.
mean?
Like,
Human trafficking, like that's totally different. And that's what I'm saying, bro. And us as a people to not react on a level where we do clash back finally for this, I don't know, dude. I feel like this is like the last straw. Like we let this stuff happen, it's over for us. Like we have no power to do anything, and whatever they want to do is gonna happen. And like that's what I'm saying. Drugs was one thing. Like drugs is something that like
I'm just using I'm just
it's not
using
a
it as an
human.
example as like so that way I'm just using an example that way like you could see like yeah shit has come out about people figured out oh it happened but like people didn't do anything about it so it's like that's what I'm even saying now is like even with all this shit that comes out like what if we do find all this shit out like more shit leaks and all this shit like I don't feel like anything's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna be the same exact shit like the drug like where
Well,
is
then it's
that
over for us,
breaking?
man.
Yeah, I mean that's
It's done.
but I
We're done
mean
for.
I that's what I feel like because I feel like nothing's gonna get done about it.
Don't have children because your children aren't safe.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
yeah, it's, I mean, unfortunately, that's a fucking,
If that's gonna be the truth for us for the next 5 to 10 years, it's done, dude. Like, why even try?
yeah, but do
Like,
you feel
it's
like, and I'm not
ridiculous.
saying that's gonna happen or that's the thing, but I'm just feeling, I feel like people aren't gonna step up. Nothing's gonna happen, dude. I feel like that's what's always been happening, and that's what's gonna keep happening. Like, if we find out shit, do you think shit's gonna happen? Do you think anything's actually gonna happen? Like, or do you think people are just gonna they're gonna cover things up or move things around to be like, ah, well, yeah, we slapped some people's wrists or slapped some people's hands and we did some things like, dude, look, even the whole shit with Epstein and his island, like, look at all that shit that came out, all the people that are involved in that, and how it's still fucking
Hmm.
going on. Like that whole document that was leaked about all these people who were involved. Like, dude, that shit, I haven't heard a word about that shit since it came out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's why, unfortunately, I feel like even if we do find out that all this crazier shit's going on, I just feel like nothing's gonna happen about it because everybody, the system has trained people to ignore these kind of things. Like, oh shit, it's crazy. Keep on going with your daily lives. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that's what it feels like to me. It's already been established. This system's already been in place, and they're
Yeah.
now just testing. They're making sure what they built is actually working. You know what I mean? It's almost like we're just being tested. Now that I actually think about it and talk about it out loud, like it's what it honestly feels like at this point. Is like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if like all these truths are coming out and we're
yeah,
not
and
doing anything
then
about it, it's
they're
done. We're
winning.
done, dude. Like,
They're winning.
exactly.
They're
That's
winning
it.
their
It's
test.
over
They're
for
like,
us, bro.
bro, look, our
And
tests are
like, I
working.
agree.
Like,
I think you're right, dude. I think nothing's gonna come about this, and things are just gonna keep going.
yeah, and it's
And
that's the sad fucking
then
thing.
that's what I'm
How do you
saying, man.
change
Like,
that? What something needs to like? I don't know how to do that. I mean, I feel like people need to have this
it's our
greater
lust, dude.
purpose to
It's our
like.
it's the sin of it's our sin of lust, dude. Fuck, that's kind of crazy. And I feel like we're gonna get more and more leaks like this, or more and more stories.
I hope evidence does come out. I hope exposure does happen. Like,
They're
show
getting
as much
sloppy, dude. That's
shit.
what's
Like,
happening. They probably used to be very good at this stuff, and now they're just like whatever. Nobody really gives a shit, and the truth is like leaking.
but like, what if I go?
And
What if it
like
goes kind of a little bit back to what I say? Like, this is not just them being sloppy. This is them testing their system to see how it's working.
it could be that too.
You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
could
They're
be that
like,
too as well.
we've
Yeah.
implemented this whole system. Let's test it out. Let's fucking throw some shit out there to see what kind of reactions we get. Is this gonna tumble and fall back against us with stuff that we can definitely quality control, or is it gonna be something that, oh shit, we need to now rearrange and figure out how to work shit? Because I don't know, man. Like, that's just the darker side of me starts thinking that these motherfuckers would try to be doing some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the bigger plot side of things start thinking in my head, like, if it is something along the lines of people in power controlling all this shit, then it's like, what if this is just their test to see how it gets, if people are going to react? Because then they know, they start testing the boundaries of what they can really fucking get away with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the scary fucking part, because if people, like you said, if people aren't doing anything about it, then we're fucked, dude. We're literally fucked as a society. Like, there is no fucking turning back. Like, we're already in too
Well, I
deep. And
feel like
even the
they've.
people
I
like
feel like
us
they've.
that can see that we need to do something about it, we can never gather up enough people to turn against the system. It's fucked. It's too lopsided.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, what if our phones are like very subtle weapons that are made against us? You know what I mean? Like, we're also kind of invested on our phones. We kind of like put the real stuff that's going on around us to the side just to get back to our device. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, what if these things are being used to like, I mean, essentially just keep us passive, dude. Like, keep us unaware of the real shit, man. Because sometimes I just like, what is it? What's keeping us from like just being able to help each other out and like live in this world in harmony and peace, and like nobody has to go hungry, and
Greed.
nobody's homeless, that kind of shit. And
Greed for sure.
greed, right? And
Yeah.
like,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's what I was
definitely
thinking.
one of
I
the
was like, at
biggest
the end of the
things.
day is just greed, man.
I mean, it goes back to
And
the
like, it
sins
sucks
that we
because
talked
like,
about, man.
an individual can like be selfless to the core 100%, and they can give their all, but that they're in a situation where like they may become homeless, or they may become hungry because they don't have the means to provide. But they were in a situation where they were trying to give back, but like, it's just in this fucking world we live in, dude. Like, you can't do that. You're gonna suffer. Like, you're gonna have, I don't know, a bad time, bad experience, just not fending for yourself in a way where like you have to be selfish, or I don't know.
Yeah, or else you're just not gonna be able to get through life. It's it's challenging just being a genuinely nice person, especially like, because I don't like this. Like, I just feel like I'm a genuinely nice. I try to do good things for people around me all the time, no matter what. Just because I feel like there's so much shit and bad in this world that it's like I want to put out as much good as possible. I try. I don't care if I go into a store. I'm opening the door for whoever's coming in behind me. If there's somebody behind me, I'm opening that door for them first. Like, I don't care about
Yeah.
any of that. Like, I just do that because I'm genuinely just trying to be good for people. But people are so like, iffy about that shit nowadays. Like they see people doing nice things. It's like, well, what do you want? It's like, dude, I don't want anything. I'm just trying to be genuinely nice. Like I'm trying to spread the happiness that so that way other people will spread that as well. But it just becomes people become so cynical that it becomes a difficult thing to accomplish because then it's like people just start looking at it as in, well, you're just trying to get something out of life. But it's like, what if I'm not? What if I just genuinely want fucking people to be happy and enjoy their life? Because dude, we only have one fucking life. Like, dude, just enjoy it when you got it. Like, this is all we fucking got. Like, why am I gonna waste my energy and time over being angry about some shit, road rage, all kinds of bullshit like that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, it's just a matter of being human and understanding that everybody is dealing with problems, right? Mm-hmm. And then just, you don't have to, I don't know, make somebody else feel shitty just to make yourself feel better.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
As long as you can remember that, oh, this person is going through shit maybe, and like, okay, maybe they didn't hold the door open, but whatever. But that doesn't give me the excuse to be an asshole to the next person that I run into. And we're in a situation where I get the opportunity to do that. No, it's like, you know, like you just kind of live your life with certain morals, and you just pray that like people reciprocate, right? But
honestly, I don't even care if somebody like if I open the door for somebody or do something nice. I don't expect them to do anything nice back for me. I just want them to be like, oh shit, you know, somebody opened the fucking door for me. Like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Like, because sometimes that little nudge will be like, well, let me go do something nice for somebody else. You know, it's like just trying to spread that, because I feel like too many people are just always caught up in their own shit and always there's
just basic human decency,
like,
you know.
And people don't realize that, like, oh shit, sometimes that shit goes a long way.
People lack that
dude.
so
like,
much these days, man. It's crazy, dude. It's so crazy. But I guess that's the kind of stuff that just starts thinning out as generations kind of just repopulate. Right? It's like it's almost like playing like the fucking telephone cup game. Like by the end, you get a whole different product from what you started.
I'm actually curious to see, like, especially in our lifetime, dude, a lot of the old people in power are gonna be dying. Like, so I'm really curious to see how everything's gonna kind of unfold in the future, because those old fucks gotta die out eventually. So
yeah.
And how does that power
we have to be invested at that point, because that power is only going to transition into people that
are already in that position.
Hopefully we choose to put in that position. But yeah, it's also going to be people that's also been in that position as long as these old geezers have been in that position. So it's like this also like
they're fucking,
we have very slow progression in our courthouses. Yeah, in our courthouses, because the same ideology that was in power is being passed off to the next person, and they run off the same bill, because they're also tired. They're also tired of being human and keeping up with the processes that are so complex and tedious, and that they don't change anything, and they keep things how they are because it's so convenient. And then here we are dealing with the same bullshit. And until finally, maybe 20 years down the line, maybe there is some progression because somebody was smart enough to say, this doesn't fucking work anymore. Like, we should get rid of this fucking thing we're doing, and we should try these new things. And like, I think we'll see change, but like, it's not gonna be anytime soon, bro. We're gonna be fucking fighting through it for the next fucking 10, 15 years, man.
We have to be the change, bro. Yeah. On all honesty,
well,
like, we have
you're leaving the country. You're leaving me behind. Whatever.
Nah, this ain't just a U.S. thing. This is a worldwide thing. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's not just like, because that's the thing, right? There's corruption in every.
You should look into like
kinds of different shit.
How other countries treat their citizens if they come from the USA.
Oh. Yeah. Get there and just get jumped.
You know what I mean?
Get jumped by first day, like, fuck.
That would be the worst thing ever, bro. You go to a country and you're like the first week there, like, I don't know, something happens or some shit because you're from the fucking United States.
You want to be Canadian, eh?
My boy just went up north.
I just wanted to come and check it out. I heard
what's
the
this
weed
about?
was legal.
And they're beating you up while they got a joint in their mouth.
How's about this one? How's about this one?
Fucking moose shows up, starts kicking.
Oh, fuck that, bro. Nah, that moose would kill me, dog.
Dude,
Immediately.
moose, another animal that I never thought was so big until I finally
massive.
saw a comparison.
Did you see the one where it was chasing the bear?
Next to an SUV.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen that one too. But I've seen one next to the just like a regular SUV, and like the thing is fucking massive, dude. It's like as big as the fucking truck, almost maybe even bigger.
Yeah, bro. Those
And I was
things
like,
ain't nothing
holy
to fuck with, bro.
shit,
Those things will kill
bro.
you. Legit kill you.
Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, I think I've seen the one you're talking about with the bear.
Yeah, he was chasing a fucking bear. That bear was running for his life, bro.
And that motherfucker knew, bro. One gallop to the head, it's over,
He's
dude.
like, bro, this bear's gonna fuck me up.
Holy
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
Nature is... Damn, nature, you scary. Call back to Family Gate. No, but yeah, man. Some deep talks about
Yeah, we had
what's
some
going on.
deep Rabble D Babble D there. We started well, we didn't really start deep, but like I ended it deep and you ended it deep, so pause.
All I know how to do is go deep.
Mm-mm. Did you say mm-mm? Just kidding. A little bit.
I wish. No.
1 inch deep.
But yeah, so where are we at right now?
I don't even
We're
know.
at 43.
Holy shit, we're at 43 minutes? Sorry.
I think we're just gonna cut it there, Geno.
Yeah, we're just doing Rabble D Babble D. That's it. We're cutting it. Rabble D Babble D. We gave you the teaser for the homework shit. So
we're coming at you guys with a new segment next week. We're gonna hit you guys up with it.
We have some democracy to fight for and liberty.
Democracy. Maybe we'll give you guys some democracy gameplay.
Yeah, we'll try to find some shit. If I can clip some stuff together that'll show both of our screens, then I'll throw it out there. I'll put it on our TikTok page, and if I can find a way to make it a YouTube video, then I'll make it a YouTube video too.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now, but on a side note, I got my contacts on. I really want to take them off, fuck motherfuckers, and yeah.
He ain't reading.
I'm not.
He can't read because of the contacts, not because of like his intellect.
I never even went to school.
Oh, never mind. Scratch that.
What you got there?
You can't even say, bro. You got your contacts in. What the fuck? Cut it. We out. We done. We're getting out of this bitch.
All right, let me close out here. All right, you guys, appreciate you stopping by and watching another episode or listening. Shit, whatever you be up to, driving on the road. Don't be watching and driving. But thank you guys for joining us for another episode. That's a wrap. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.